You are 7 years old. You're in the grocery store and you ask your mom for a candy bar. She looks at you and says, "We can't afford that." Or maybe it was, "Money doesn't grow on trees." Or the classic, "Do you think I'm made of money?" And in that moment, something hardwired into your brain. A belief, a story about money that you've been living out for the last 10, 20, 30 years without even realizing it. Here's what nobody talks about. The money beliefs you absorbed before age 10 are running your financial life right now. And most of them, they're complete lies. Not because your parents were trying to hurt you, but because they were repeating the same lies that were programmed into them. Today, we're exposing the 5 money lies you were taught before you could even think critically, and more importantly, we're rewiring them. My name is Zoe, and here at Exponential Mind, we don't just count pennies, we rewire how you think about wealth. If you're someone who's been working hard your whole life but still can't seem to get ahead financially, and you're wondering if maybe the problem isn't your work ethic, but your programming, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because what we're about to uncover is going to change everything. Let me start with the science, because this is critical. According to research from the University of Cambridge, our core money beliefs are formed by age 7. 7. Before you could do long division, before you understood compound interest, before you had any real concept of the world, your brain was already building neural pathways about money. And here's the kicker. Those beliefs are stored in your subconscious, which means you're operating on them without even knowing it. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Research found that childhood money messages predict adult financial behaviors more than education. So let's break down the 5 lies. And I'm warning you, some of these are going to sting because you're going to recognize them immediately. Lie number 1. Money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that. Let's be real. How many times did you hear this growing up? And what did it teach you? It taught you that money is scarce, that there's never enough, that wanting things is bad, that you should feel guilty for having needs or desires. This is textbook scarcity mindset, and it's a lie. Here's the truth. Money is abundant. According to the Federal Reserve, there's over $20 trillion in circulation. The problem isn't that there's not enough money. The problem is that you were programmed to believe you don't have access to it. Think about this. When your parents said, "We can't afford that," what they really meant was, "This isn't a priority." But a 7-year-old brain doesn't hear nuance. It hears, "We are poor. Money is limited." And now, as an adult, you're walking around with this belief that you can't afford things. You're underpaying yourself. You're not negotiating salaries. You're not raising your prices. Here's the mindset shift. Money is a renewable resource. You can always make more. Let me show you the math. Let's say you make $50,000 a year right now. If you negotiate a 10% raise, over 10 years, that one negotiation is worth over $60,000. But if you have a scarcity mindset, you don't even ask, you just accept what you're given. Lie number 2. Rich people are greedy, or money is the root of all evil. Did you grow up hearing this? That people with money are bad, corrupt, selfish? This is one of the most destructive money lies. The actual Bible verse is, "The love of money is the root of all evil." Here's what this lie does to your brain. It creates an unconscious association between wealth and immorality. So every time you try to build wealth, your subconscious literally sabotages you. Let me reframe this for you. Money is a tool. It amplifies who you already are. If you're a generous person, money makes you more generous. And here's the real truth. Rich people aren't inherently greedy. Wealthy Americans give over $500 billion to charity. Greed isn't about the money, it's about the character. Once you separate wealth from morality, something incredible happens. You give yourself permission to build wealth without guilt. Lie number 3. Go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and you'll be successful. This advice made sense in 1950, but that world is gone. According to the Federal Reserve, the average college graduate in 2024 has $37,000 in student loan debt. Let's do the math. After taxes, that's about $3,600 per month take-home. Rent, car payment. This is the good job you were promised, and you're broke. Meanwhile, there are people making six figures with no degree: plumbers, electricians, software developers. I'm not saying education is bad, I'm saying the belief that education alone equals wealth is a lie. Here's the exponential mindset. Skills plus leverage equals wealth, not credentials. And in 2024, you can learn almost any skill for free on YouTube, Coursera, Udemy, or ChatGPT. Lie number 4. Save your money, don't spend it. Most people were taught to save without being taught to invest. In the 1980s, savings accounts paid 5 to 8% interest. You could literally save your way to wealth. But today, inflation is eating away at the value of every dollar you hold. Let's say you save $10,000. After 1 year, with 3% inflation, you'd need $10,300 just to break even. Saving is not the same as building wealth. Investing is. Here's the reframe. Don't just save money, make your money work for you. Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world for a reason. Lie number 5. Money can't buy happiness. Money absolutely does buy happiness up to about $75,000 per year. It means you can pay rent without stress, you can afford health care, you can buy healthy food. But money absolutely can buy freedom, security, health, experiences, and time. Think about it. If you're broke, you can't afford therapy, you can't quit a toxic job. But with money, you have options, and options are the foundation of happiness. Okay, now that we've exposed the lies, let's talk about how to rewire your brain. For your wallet, first audit your money beliefs. Grab a piece of paper and write down every money phrase you heard growing up. Second, challenge each belief. Money doesn't grow on trees becomes I can create income. Third, create a new money mantra. Say it every single day. For your mind, first expose yourself to new money stories. Second, surround yourself with people who have healthy money mindsets. If your friends are all broke and complaining, you'll stay broke. Third, practice delayed gratification in small ways. Your brain needs to learn that you can say no to immediate pleasure for future gain. Here's what I need you to understand. You are not broken. You're not bad with money. You were just programmed with the wrong software. And the beautiful thing about the human brain is that it's neuroplastic. Every single day, you have a choice. You can choose abundance over scarcity. You can choose investment over just saving. So here's my challenge. Pick one lie from this video that hit the hardest, write it down, and then start living like that new belief is true. Because the moment you change your thoughts about money, you change your actions. And the moment you change your actions, you change your bank account. If this video exposed a money lie you've been living with, hit that like button. If you're ready to reprogram your financial brain, subscribe to Exponential Mind and drop a comment telling me which of these 5 lies you were taught and which one you're ready to let go of. Let's break the cycle. Let's build wealth. Let's think exponentially. I'm Zoe, and I'll see you in the next one.